Hello and welcome to Warhammer Wednesday. In this video I'll be showcasing one of the recent squads I've painted for my Space Marine chapter, Space Marine Vanguard veterans. Believe it or not, even though the box set has jump packs in, there was a time when Vanguard veterans didn't have jump packs. They were just elite Space Marines, sort of like the close combat versions of the Stern Guard. They first were released in 2008 in this Space Marine Codex, see that? And they sort of debuted, they're all metal for one, they sort of debuted there as Vanguard veterans, highlighted with the white helmets, and obviously they're being the first company. And then you've got the Stern Guard towards the top, and I've got those metal models too. Don't think I've got that guy there with the awesome helmet, but even in the most newest codex you can still take a squad of Vanguard without jump packs, and they have bolt pistols and chainswords, and they have some options for changing their close combat weapons and things. But obviously the most recent set, they're all plastic. It's a very good set, but the Stern Guard set is a little bit better. That's just my opinion. And also with the Vanguard box set with the jump packs, you'd probably be better off getting that rather than the Assault Marine pack, just because they just look cooler, and you can always just paint them your normal colour scheme minus the white helmets. So without further ado, let's have a quick look at these models. Now, they were already pre-painted by myself. You may have seen them in army update videos, but basically, I'm going to try and give you some light here. All the white areas were red, and they were washed and they were highlighted red. So that includes the helmets. I'm still not the best painter at white by any means. I've still tried to go for sort of a grey and then a white, then wash the white with black, and then sort of dry brush or go over that area, try and leave some wash in the crevices, and then super highlight on the edges of the white. That's sort of like how I've gone for the white. It's come out okay, but there we go. And I've obviously done the stones a little bit better this time too, and the faces, the highlight of the face. It's so difficult to give you sort of like close up of the detail when I haven't got sort of sunlight. I've just got this modelling lamp. But there you go. That's a sergeant. He's got a power fist and bolt pistol. This guy, sort of show you the lenses and the white. I've changed the bases to brown as well. Washed all the areas that I could, highlighted the areas that I could, given them some subtle highlights. You can probably see the brown paint peeling off there, just probably where it's rubbed. I might have to go over that. But that's the thing with models that you've already painted. If you've already painted the base different colour, that can happen. Usually on the model itself it doesn't happen, but on the plastic bases it does. And then this guy, I was trying to do something with the axe, put blue and then put sort of like a gemstone blue on there, but I ended up failing miserably. So I've just got him as a normal sort of shiny axe with a bit of highlighting on there. His gemstone came out really well with the orange. And I've really worked in the shading for the sort of cloaks or robes. Bit of writing on there. Yeah, I'm really chuffed with them. They've come out well. They're a great little addition. I mean, yeah, they're in my chapter. They're not sort of part of the they're not part of my first company. I've got all the models for the first company, so I don't know really where I'm going to put these guys. They might just be sort of like an additional support force for the chapter. This guy, I like the lightning effect that I've sort of done on the claws with the squiggles. It's the best that I can do with sort of metal. Remember, these claws are metal. This whole model is metal. I changed his name on there because it had something different. So yeah, like I said, they're not part of the Fighting Force chapter. They just can't fit because I've got 20 Vanguard, 20 Stern Guard, and my 60 Terminators in the first company. So there's not really any room for these guys, which is a bit of a shame. I probably will put them in the first company anyway, but then it's going over the 100, so sort of a bit illegal. Gillyman wouldn't really like that, would he? And then this is the last guy. I like the highlighting on the grenade. Again, the gemstone. He was sort of my first Space Marine that I did the helmet on with the white and the shading. So a bit of a trial going on there. Oh yeah, there you go. Do like the lenses, the way I've sort of built up the colours in the lens, and then the shading in there, and the highlighting and things, and the gold. In places I've used the new sort of Retributor Armour gold. I think it just pops it out now and again. I wouldn't paint things in gold with the Retributor gold and then wash it with Agrax. I still prefer my method, but sometimes it's good just to add a bit more sort of light to gold. There you are. That's my little squad that I finished recently. It takes me ages to paint, just because I start painting something and then GW or Forge World will bring something out and I've just got to get it and build it, and I much prefer building than painting. Even though I've got some very decent brushes now, I just much prefer the building side of things. So thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope you've enjoyed the models. Plenty more painted content to come. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.